Stele by her parents. She stayed with her grandmother, Port Kasugu, Kapkatiya, at another British farm, major at present-day Keben Sigilai Farm, Lesos, Nandi County. She was herding cattle, cows, and goats for her grandmother. She's a second-born daughter to the late Barnaba Kitangui Kaptapkure, the late Salome Chepkuto of Lelwak, Nandi County, a sister to Clementine Lagat, late Kitanui Citiene, Florence Sum, Sosten Ruto, Mary Jameli, George Ruto, Susan Chelimo, and David Tuwei, USA. Later on, she joined the family at the new reserve by the then Lelwak village. Education. Upon arrival from Sigilai Farm, she immediately joined the mission school, Lelwak Primary School. She was hardworking in class all throughout primary education and managed to join St. Joseph Chepterit Mission School for class 4 to class 8. Later on, after getting good grades, she managed to secure Form 1 to Form 4 in the same school. Marriage. Magdalene Chemayo Tuga was a loving wife of 56 years to John Mokoros Rugut, Kapchesaniat, Kaptuga. They were united in holy matrimony on 1st March 1969 at Our Lady of Peace Mission, Nandi Hills, presided over by Father Thila, and the best man and lady were Mr. and Mrs. Ambrose Kiriongi. Thereafter, there was befitting reception at home Lelwak village. They are blessed with the following children: Gertrude Chepkemboi Laboso, Principal Kiptewit Girls, Lea Chirono Rugut, retired nurse and a farmer in Burundi, Ada Chepkoech, a retired nurse and farmer, Rosemary Chebichi, Deputy Principal Aldai Girls, Abraham Tarus, CPA 5 and a farmer at Barasendu, Amos Mokoros, a magistrate at Tamu, and Ruth Chelagat, a dentist at Kapsabet County Referral Hospital. She's grandmother to Beverly, Dorcas, Mercy, Faith, Noel, Michael, Gabriel, Dorcas, Mercy, Faith, there is a repetition, Raphael and Anastalena, Claire, Judy, Dayson, Abigail, Isaac, Nathaniel, Benjamin, Amelia, Theodore, Jasmine, and Eden. Daughter-in-law to Patrice Tuga and Philomena Taptuwe, and Salina Pot Chepkigen. Sister-in-law to late Clara Tanui, Mary Rob, Jacinta Choge, late Simeon Kosut, Georgina Tuga, Peter Rugut, Dina Rugut, late Rita Chumo, Luca To, late Philip Rugut, Catherine Sitiene, Julius Rugut, Marcella Chepkoge, Joseph Rugut, Jonathan Rugut, Agatha Sum, Grace Koech, and the late Joseph Lagat. Late Thomas Sum, Julius Kemboy, Benjamin To, Pauline Ruto, Joyce Ruto, Eve Meto Tuwei, USA, and Eliza Ruto. Mother-in-law to Principal Kenneth Laboso, Chebitet Secondary School, Dr. Nsengimana, Burundi, Sarah Tarus, and Florence Mokoros. Career. As she was married immediately after completing Form 4, and as a bright lady with a passion for education, she managed to get admission to Eregi Teachers College for the teaching professional course. On the same month of the wedding, and she graduated as a P1 teacher after a 2.5-year course. Her first posting was to Kaptel Primary School, Chesume, Nandi County, in which she requested for a transfer to join the family in Nandi Hills. She was granted to transfer to Taito Primary School, in which she worked there for 3 years. She was transferred to Kibwari Primary School later, and she taught for over 20 years. Being a hardworking professional teacher, she was promoted to be a head teacher at a newly established Chematich Primary School, where she worked for a month and declined the position and came back to Kibwari Primary as a teacher. She played a major role in the establishment of Kapsimotwa Preparatory School, whereby she proposed Mr. Felix Ongete, a junior teacher by then, to be the head teacher of the new institution, despite not even having been a deputy. The good results portrayed by the school proved her suggestions and forecasting well. She played a crucial role in Kapsimotwa Preparatory School, students' spiritual life, occasionally as a Christian education mentor. She leaves behind a legacy of faith, love, service to humanity, and hard work. She touched so many lives, and her impact will be felt for generations to come. She was active in women empowerment, commercial plots in Nandi Hills. They bought commercial plots in Nandi Hills and built them. They acquired shares from tea companies, e.g. Nandi Tea. She was also an entrepreneur and small-scale farmer specializing in dairy and tea farming, a testament to her commitment and enduring legacy. Health and illness. Kogo enjoyed a healthy and robust life for the most part of her life. Exercises were her second nature. For example, she walked to and from work on a daily basis. However, in October 1999, she suddenly developed eye problems, and on visiting the ophthalmologist in MTRH, it was then found that that this resulted from high blood sugar, hence the official diagnosis of diabetes. Kogo then began to visit physicians on a regular basis for checkup and treatment. Some years after the onset of diabetes, she was also found to have hypertension, that's high blood pressure. Despite the two illnesses, Kogo remained active in her social life, visiting the sick and needy. She had occasions of hospitalization, but always maintained a positive outlook on life. As she aged, she developed numbness and tingling sensations in her feet. And in December 2024, she got wounds on her big toe and leg. Despite regular cleaning and treatment, the wounds didn't improve. On February 12, 2025, she was seen in Bethesda in Nandi Hills and was referred to a bigger hospital for further management. At St. Luke's Hospital, it was found that the kidneys were adversely affected and was started on dialysis. Further tests indicated that the right leg would best be managed through amputation. Kogo understood the course of treatment and consented for all procedures. She showed tremendous improvement thereafter and was even getting ready for discharge when she suddenly developed extreme sleeping, headache, vomiting, and slurred speech. A brain scan was done and it confirmed bleeding into a very sensitive part of the brain. Kogo's health condition rapidly declined and she was transferred from the regular ward to high dependence unit and then intensive care unit. Despite all interventions, the response was very little. At 12 midnight, the vital signs showed further decline and she went to rest at 12:30 a.m. Sunday morning of 16th March 2025. Remembrance. Though our hearts are heavy and we are grieving, we take solace in the moments we shared with Mom. She not only served and took care of the family faithfully, but diligently served the Lord. Her assignment was evangeline and quoted verses to the family members, friends, and the public whenever she had time. She loved her family dearly and has left a void that will be hard to fill. She raised her children in the Christian foundation. Her life was a reflection of the Proverbs 31 woman. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband too. Apart from her children, she was a great mother and a mentor to many, among them Angela Muge, Dina Rugut, Florence Sum, Julius Rugut, Alfred Lel, Juliana Sawe, Susan Budotich, and many, many others. We are grateful to St. Luke's Hospital. We are grateful to Bethesda and any medic who came to assist Mama. We are sincerely grateful from the bottom of our hearts. May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Church history. Magdalene was a woman of deep faith, devoted, unwavering, and always seeking the truth. Her spiritual journey was one of conviction and courage. She began her walk with God in the Catholic Church, but in 1998 felt called to a different path and joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church. More than 2 decades later, in 2020, her pursuit of biblical truth led her to the Seventh-day Adventist Reform Movement, a group committed to the original fundamental principles of the Adventist faith. She firmly rejected the doctrine of the Trinity, believing instead in the one true God and his Son, as written in John 17 verse 3 and 1 Timothy 2 verse 5. Magdalene held fast to this faith, never wavering, never compromising. She lived it, she breathed it, and shared it with all who crossed her path. If you visited her, you heard the gospel spoken with conviction, love, and an unshakable belief in the message she had embraced. She was not just a follower of Christ, she was a messenger, tenacious in her mission until the very end.